What's going on, my brothers and my sisters? You know what time it is right now, man. Planet Realness in the building.
Yo.
My boy, wait, start that again. Hey, fuck it, don't start that again.
Don't start that again.
Give me a bomb.
Give me another bomb. That's what I was going to say. What the hell, another bomb?
What's going on, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy, Minnie, man. First of all, you're rocking with Minnie. Start again. I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Should we start just cut in it? Alright, bang. Another
First, like and subscribe.
What's going on, my brothers and sisters, man? It's your boy, Minnie. On my left, I got my brother Dion with me. To my right, I got my brother Switch with me. We got Bam on the camera. You know what time it is right now. It's a special episode This is a special episode right now. You know, because we got our first guest.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm excited still.
We got our first guest.
I want to hear what they got to say,
You know, this is an amazing person. This is an amazing MC.
Yeah.
One of the greatest MCs, you know? And it's like, I like to look up. This is personal to me, man. Because
personal,
because
yeah.
there's MC.
Yo, Phil.
You know what it is? There's the music. There's the music industry, and then there's real MCs.
There's real MCs.
There's real MCs. This is a real MC. He goes by the name of Kasha Rae. The Oracle.
Come on, bring it to
the Oracle.
Come on, my man. Come on.
Kasha.
Big up. Come on now.
Thank you for having me.
Man.
How you feel, Cash?
You know what? I ain't done the podcast. I was just saying, I ain't done the podcast thing yet. So I'm like, yo, let's do the podcast thing. I'm excited, man, cause it's pants and conversation.
Hey, fuck it. Hey, man, jump up on for Cash, man. Jump up on for Cash.
Yeah, we do this all day, every day. I was only saying to someone in my garden the other day, you know, when we having conversation like this, we're bouncing off each other. It's so, you know what I mean, by the moment, and you can't really get it when you just, you know, like man try to do the thing online and talk online. I can't be like you. You get what I'm saying? Talk to my phone, because I can't get in the zone with it. Zone with it, the conversation zone with it. So Anyway,
you know what we're gonna do. You know how we start this show, right?
Come on.
You know how we start this show, right?
Come on.
Hey, Bam, drop that beat. Drop that beat. Drop that beat.
What's my name? I know who I'm rolling with.
Jeez! Hey, Cash is in the building! Hey, jump up, Cash, you're in the building!
Right, yo, turn my mic off for this one still. I might have to get the vocals clean, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm feeling like my numbers came in and I never even bought a ticket. How they sell me shit I didn't even know I needed. No insurance on my whip, still I'm drinking and I'm speeding. Young and my mind's blown, the rap dream is what they feed me. I was on my block, in my zone, trying do it, not knowing that I'm a stereotype to the fullest. Mama's on drugs and big brother trying to move it. I'm next in line unless I kick some ball or kick some music. You can see my cuts and my scars and my bruises, surviving wherever, war and the drama. I'm getting through with it. I'ma kick off the door like a real opportunist. In life I deserve more, the attitude of the truest. Fuck school, I'm matured, now I'm just being foolish. Like fuck class, I count good. Yo, I'm just getting weedy with Skid, Chevy and Stevie. Dreaming about the lifestyle where you should be leading. The money, jigger, I need it. Desperation upon you, cause my daddy is gone and the family's feeling the hunger. So I'ma go make it thunder, hustling to the sun up. Ain't no stopping me, jigger. Finally on my come up, I'm hopping over the hurdles. But Donzo was in a circle, Raphael and Donatello like brothers was Ninja Turtles. Lining up in the kitchen, everybody was whiffing. Party popping and tripping while puffing a liquid purple. Pipping like we was swinging to the morning, we missing no snow gone sweet, no water gone swimming. As long as it's illegal, that's the shit that we into to pigs. Don't bother sniffing around some shit that don't concern you. I'm a born sinner, born winner. Ain't nobody with some balls bigger. Fuck around and I'm about to hurt you. All the shit that I'm thinking, slang slinging and drinking. Got yours, make money in the park cause I'm linking. You see the bitches I'm linking, they sucking, I'm never licking. Like two big nuts for your motherfucking mouth. My reputation precedes the illest brother around. They all wanna see that, tell them to pipe down. Travel across seas to have a mic in your town. Try your delicacies and crush you. I'm making peas and the man is the mirror in double brown. Your boy is living now, I'm seeing for dinner out. Max Throne bringing now, every label they wanna shout. Put the most classic, recording off the year out. Got a dope habit, I'm dope with it. And I'm about kicking flow patterns that got jaws hitting the ground. That I'm dope at it. Rhymes Da Vinci cold cracking, shorting CDs, they flying like listeners, coke addicts. Everybody jumping shit that sound like the Oracle. Fuck boy, your mother should've swallowed you. I'm gonna dance off and done in the set. Mad hoes, ask Beavis, I get nothing but head. Mad flows and I never use a paper and pen. Mad sins on the daily, repent on the daily. Tell myself the heaven is set. On the daily, I'm just trying to find a dough for the rent. On the daily, so I'm going hard, flipping bars. What you want, brother? Hip hop, represent. What's my motherfucking name?
Catch you in the building.
couple words.
Nah, man.
Kesha in the building, man.
Nah, man. You came back onto
Skip a
that.
couple
You
words.
said, man, ate the
Yeah, I got
feet.
excited.
That's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about there, right there,
There's
man.
energy there, bro. I love that.
Energy, bro.
When that pop come in,
Energy.
You got me spitting, literally. Yeah? You got me spitting.
I got a bar about that. I say I
Energy, bro.
spit. I literally spit on the pavement by your shoes. Feel my spirit getting lit. Pass the energy to you.
Cheers. Okay.
My brother,
Hey,
man.
listen.
that
After
was
one
hard.
that shit all on me, man. I'm spitting. I'm literally. He got me
A
spitting.
pleasure to have you down here, man. A pleasure to have you down here, man.
Cash, you got fire, bro.
In my belly, bro.
You got fire. No, I love that, bro. Love that.
eyes,
You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Shit, man. Like, how you remember that whole?
Yeah, I know. I do
the whole
remember all
song?
of it. Let's not.
The whole, no. You did your thing. You did your thing.
I bring out my towel already.
You did your.
Yeah, man.
You
No,
definitely
that's good,
did your
man.
thing,
That's
man.
what you call the intro. That's what you call it. Lord have mercy.
So yeah, Cash, man, Cash.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, so how did this journey start? Like I read basically, like
Yeah.
you didn't tell me this, but I read this. Yeah, you started on drum and bass.
Yeah. I
You
still
was
am
in
a
a group?
drum and bass MC.
You still a
yeah.
drum and bass MC?
Yeah, I still am.
I never knew you was in a group.
Yeah.
I read that. I was thinking, shit, you was in a
New
group.
Breed, yeah, I
Yeah.
was the youngest member of New Breed. So if you're a drum and bass, lover, then you
Yeah.
will know that's legendary. That's X-Man.
Yeah, I was about to
that's
say, big up
that's
tracks and that,
Herbsy.
them man are gonna
Yeah.
know.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Foxy,
Yeah.
I know about
Shortston.
Foxy, I know
Do you get what I'm
about
saying? In
Foxy,
fact, man, like so you know, I was I had the pleasure of being a young man that just got snapped up by, because Schultz's like my older cousin, that's
Yeah.
family, that's blood.
Yeah.
So he was like, "You're coming with me." From when he heard me spitting bars, you get what I'm saying?
This is my boy from town
Right,
as
you get what
well.
I'm saying to you. So he was like, "You're
Schultz,
coming with me," and yeah, man just used
So
to
you've been
fling
doing
me
this thing?
on mics at 17. Didn't even know what was happening.
Deep
Going
head.
around the
How was it
world.
different from then with the drum and bass kind of era and what you see now?
Now,
When I see drum and
yo.
bass, when I see drum and bass, I think of little radio stations and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's the same but different. It's just like anything. Like it's grown, it's changed. A lot's happening. You know what I mean? That wasn't
Turn 'em
happening
back now.
before, but a lot's happening. That ain't like a lot ain't happening that was happening before as
Yeah.
well. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the new do you know what I like right now is that the new MCs are pushing it forward. Like big up to man like Shotta, you know Harry Shotta. If you don't know, get
love
to
shot.
know.
Man like
Me
Harry
and Shot got a
Shotta.
track. You know me and Shot got a track.
Yeah, the
Because-
tune, innit?
Yeah, the Shotter's track.
Yeah.
I'm featured. It's me.
Big up Shotta,
me,
Harry
Shot,
Shotta,
me, Shotta, and is it?
Rest in peace,
um,
Skibber.
He's part of
Yeah.
the OGs. The what's his name? He's put. You know the
Depends who you got,
OGs
depends.
with P Money. The white guy. What's his name again?
Oh,
come on, man.
Shabba.
No, the OGs, man. Come on, man. P Money in them,
P
man.
Money.
So you got
okay.
Little D.
Okay,
Come on, man.
yeah,
Little D, man.
yeah, Little D.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay,
Little D's
nah,
hard, man.
yeah.
Little D.
Yeah,
So-
it's hard.
Shotta for me is like he's one of the pinnacles of MCing in that field right now. When it comes to like just pushing just the soundscape forward, like how MCs are approaching cutting on these beats. You get what I'm saying to you? When I was young, it wasn't always like that. You get what I mean? We like even me. I used to spit lyrics that I could spit them to you. Now they don't really make much sense. You get what I'm saying to you? And that's
I
what
feel you.
That's what we was encouraged to sound like.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what the sound was. That's what we was doing. Do you know what I mean? One of the reasons why I very quickly started rapping was because it was easier to actually express what you had on your mind through that medium. Where
We reckon the pace.
yeah,
You
what
could fit more.
yeah, you could fit more into the pace, most definitely, and just the environment
Tell a
is more
story,
welcoming to that. Do you know what I mean? Telling the story, like I remember being in certain raves trying to tell stories and get deep like that,
Yeah.
and they don't
wanna
you know what I
hear-
mean?
yeah,
They
they
don't,
don't
it's
wanna-
not, they're not there for that. Do you know what I mean?
It's
So
all about flow.
Shot has managed to really find the right space of being able to cut flows, get deep, get
tell
lyrical,
something, yeah.
get spiritual, get political,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you want to get.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But still, like how they
Direct,
get to them how they in the format how they want it. So salute that. So now coming back, I can just see lyrically the scene has really moved forward.
more
Like,
lyrical.
I had to repent. I ain't gonna lie to you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I took a anyone that knows me or if you know anything about my career, you know like I came in and I took a massive break in it. So I started on drums. I had my hip hop moment, but both scenes like like missed me for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Big time out, big time, especially from drums.
Was that just for you, for yourself?
Yeah, just life happens, innit?
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. That's what I like. It's good to hear, man.
Family, all of that, man. All of that.
And you know, choices get made, and I'd never regret my choices ever, or say that I made any type of wrong choice or this and that. I went where I went. Do you know what I mean? But the break happened. The break from music definitely happened.
Yeah, that happens to all that. I'm on a big break myself right now. Let me ask you a question. The move from drum and bass to hip hop now. Yeah. How did that happen?
That was really natural for me as well, because like I said, I found myself wanting to express in different ways lyrically. Like I got a story to tell. Always had a lot to say as a young man. Do you know what I mean? So when I was forming drum and bass lyrics, again, it was all for the party. It was all for the, you know what I mean? Put your hands in the air and this and the other, let's jump and scream and shout. There's more to say. I got more to say. Do you know what I mean? So like straight away, as soon as I started penning certain bars and whatever, yeah, you know how it is. Hood, like the hood sees us first.
Jesus, navigating the people's different.
Yeah,
like obviously you hey mate, that me. That's you. Oh fuck. It's my cousin.
But you know, it's like the hood sees us first, innit?
Shifty, put him on silent, man.
The hood sees us first, innit?
Nah, don't answer, man. We're shooting podcasts, man. Yeah, I seen you with like People's Army and those people. Like it's a different crowd.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean? Like how did that come about? If you're in the drum and bass scene.
I treated it like it was nuts, because I treated it like it was drum and bass. How I remember drum and bass was we used to go places, take a mic up the dance, and people leave like, yo, I'm a fan of you now. That was how we did it. So we went around enough places for enough people to see, man, and be like, yo, I'm a fan of this guy now. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So I treated hip hop really like that. I just went into all the underground little raves, all the bits that was happening, all the like the ciphers, the freestyle. I was just there, all of that. Just went to all of that, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Took a little deal with records.
Yeah, all of that. Done deal real, all of that. Do you get what I mean? Like I was outside Bamport, I was outside like just all the major places where you see people, where you see the man them. Do you know what I'm saying? And man was fortunate to meet all of them, man, and build connections and build links with them mans. But really, my whole thing was I go in, I done the dance, and you leave as a fan. So I treated it like that. Like I would go into hip hop raves, and even now when you watch me perform hip hop, like I don't really perform like a hip hop artist. I perform like a drum and bass MC.
Yeah.
I've seen you before. That's your background.
I see you come on the stage with the
it's that energy,
with the guitars and stuff.
I still get them. Yo, put your hand, and I crowd participate.
Was that swag? Was it always like that? Though?
Always like that.
So from the beginning, from the moment you stepped on the stage spitting hip hop, you always, because there was I watched it. I feel myself. There was a bit of an indie touch to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Was that initially was that the initial?
It was, yeah.
So you always had the band.
Always had that element to it, because I'm a musician. Like I never wanted to be boxed in as just you're just a rapper, or you're just a drum and bass MC, or you're just a this, or you're just a that. Like I enjoy music.
That's good, yeah.
Just music. Like if it feels right musically, and I enjoy it musically. Like, yeah, I'll participate. Like, it's really hard. I think for me, in my career, I found it really difficult to get everyone that rocks with me to rock with that understanding.
And understand that,
Like, that I'm gonna make music. Like, if it feels good at the time, like, I'll make it, I'll put it out.
Go with the feeling and all
so
that.
A lot of people, I know in my career, a lot of people have wanted me to very much do one thing.
The hard thing, man. The
do
beat,
one
man.
thing, you know what I mean? Do one thing and stay in one place.
But
I've always had that element, because I love music, man.
I see you collaborated with Ed Sheeran. How did that come about?
Again, that's
the Ed Sheeran link.
Yeah,
is the link still there? That's what we need to know. Is the link still there?
We haven't seen each other in years.
Ed.
When you get that famous, it's hard to...
Ed, you got to holler at the man then.
It does. Really.
Nah, listen, I know. Nah, let me say it like this. I know if we ever saw each other or ever had a moment when we was in the same environment together, it would be nothing but love. That dude is super
so
real.
busy though as well.
He can't not be real. Do you get what I mean? That's just who he is. But the facts of the matter is the level of his job now, the level that he's performing his job at.
Different now.
Like you can't have everyone, or not everyone can go.
It's simple.
Everyone can't go, bro. Do you know what I mean? You know.
When you did that song, when you did that song with Ed, I'm not gonna lie. I did a song with Ed in my brain. I'm going somewhere. Was there a moment?
Yeah, it was a moment when I felt like,
this is the one.
This was definitely a thing, definitely. But a lot of it wasn't about me. It was about Ed and his fame. Do you get what I mean? So also that doesn't really reflect on what impact you've had. In terms of what your music is doing for people. It was very much like, I like this song because Ed's on it, which is fantastic. Which is amazing, but I have a lot of other songs. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I found a massive fan base growing for me at that time that was only about my association with him and other people.
So how did you find that though? Was that positive?
Cool. Again, it's cool. Like all love is good love. All love
that's right.
It's positive stuff.
But if they
but now those people ain't following me, or those people ain't
that's what
with
I'm
me.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
a good example of whether or not it was a genuine. You know, are you here for me as an artist, or are you here because of that association? So there was a moment when it was like, yo, you can definitely blow off that sort of stuff. But that's never. I want to say that's never really been the motive, but at that time, we was trying to achieve so much more than just blowing.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to change the world, bro. Like,
I hear that.
You
still can. You still can.
Them time there, them time there was more about like, see nowadays it's like streams. So artists are like streaming millions and even billions now. Them time there was more like hand to hand combat. Even me, I was out there hand to hand combat, holding that Blade. Shouts out to Blade.
Blade did all my first
He did you as well.
Blade did my first
man.
run.
Blade did me as well. Shouts out to Blade, man. But,
big up Blade still.
Legend.
I'm gonna ask you quickly though. How was it like working with him on that set?
On that record?
Yeah.
Ed's an amazing artist, man. That's a testament to where he is today, because in terms of his ability to write, record, make, create music, he's second to none. I got to the studio late. I was,
You was late with Ed?
as we do. Bro, this time it wasn't Ed, bro.
It wasn't Ed.
Them times there it wasn't Ed Sheeran, bro.
Make that clear, innit, you know?
It was just me and my brethren, a guy that I really love his music. He really likes my music. He really loves my music, and we've got a mutual respect between each other. And it's inevitable that we have to get in the studio and try and create magic.
So if it was now,
it's respect.
If it was now, you late.
Am I late to the studio?
If he
phoned me up this week,
he's the real Ed now. He's the Ed.
If he phoned me up this week, stop being a dickhead about it. If he phoned me up this week, I was like, Cash,
you're punctual.
We give you like Cash,
suit and tie on and everything.
Are you trying to get in the studio? I'll be 25 minutes early.
25 minutes early. It's gotta be done though.
When you were shooting the video,
Alright,
you was there early though. I saw the video.
We got on set early. We was there early.
So you was there.
So how the song come about? We used to see each other a lot. When I was coming up, when I was really making my way, there was like a little pool of us, and in that pool was a lot of names that you probably recognize, like Mike Righteous, English Frank, Logic. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Katie B, Ed Sheeran, Tiny Temper, Chipmunk. Like these are the people that was in that little space when we was pushing forward, and they was all pushing forward. So me and Ed used to see each other everywhere. All the time. Every other week, he's at a show, I'm at a show. He's at a show, I'm at the same show. When I first saw this brother perform, blew my mind. We sparked each other and was like, bro, trying to be like you. And he's like, no, trying to be like you. You know what I'm saying? How you getting all these shows? How you getting all these shows? We just was talking, having a fag, you know what I'm saying? Roll ups in the smoking area, beers, just vibes in, bro.
That's it,
And then I did a couple of things more, invited him down to my studio. And like I said, when I got to the studio, I was an hour late for the session. He had already written and recorded the chorus. The chorus for Suits when I got there. Already done. And he was moving on to something else. So no one really knows this. I'll say it live now. I have a second song with Ed that has never ever been released.
You've got a second song with Ed that's never been released.
And probably never will be released just through the politics of the music industry. It bees like that.
Why don't we release it and we pull it on our channel? We would take good care of that tune.
Political, but he was already moving on to a second piece when I got there. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
That's how quick he was moving.
Yeah, that's how he was, and bro, his ability to create music.
That was a good song, by the way, man. I like that song.
Big song, man. So, like I was gonna say, it's like you've been in the industry, and you like me. You came in and it was more hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, we was talking about Blade. We both got
CDs
both got our CDs from Blade on the road. How did you find that process of getting your music out there?
Ah man, it was like, now when you look back at it, it was dope, man. When you check it, it was dope. Like, we used to go places, like I said, shut down a dance here. You'd have a bag of people outside going, yo, your show was lit, fam. Take a t-shirt, take a CD, take it, do you know what I mean? Like, that's dope.
That was the culture. That was the culture. That's the culture. That's the culture.
Dope. A man would go home with little change in their pocket. Like, count little change and be like, yo, like, I'm out here. And then, yo, like, even to this day, some of them people hit man back now and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I found you again, because I think our culture is weird. No one moved from MySpace. No one moved from MySpace effectively to all the other platforms.
It's true, innit?
Do you know what I mean by that? So like, everyone that loved you in that little place,
they stayed there.
You know, they never found you again everywhere else that you went. You know? So now people find man again, they're like, I can't believe you're still making songs. I remember meeting you outside such and such, and you sold me a CD. I still got that CD now.
That's nice though.
That's a connection with this other person that you can't get through a stream.
We're talking back 2007 days.
Way back.
2007 days.
So I loved it, but then it was heartache. Don't get me wrong, because man was broke, man was struggling, man was poor, man wanted nothing else but to actually get a meal ticket out of this thing. And when you're shotting £3 CDs, it felt far away. But we didn't realize that we was making real connections with people. But only now, man, know that.
Was there ever a moment in your career? Be honest. Was there ever a moment in your career when you said to yourself, you know what, fuck it, I need to blow. I'm gonna go for the most bubblegum song ever. This song needs to connect.
I think everyone has heard a song from me.
What was it? What was it?
I think everyone heard a song from me called Party Like a Rock Star, I never released it, but it is online. You can find it if you look hard enough.
What happened? What you put that out? And off that?
No. Like I said, I always had an element of, I want to make music, like lots of music in it. Like I'm not just one thing.
Not staying in one area.
I'm not just one thing. So I have the ability to write pop songs. I have the ability to write ballads. I can write soul music. There's so much music I can write. And like just being made to rap all the time, it got frustrating sometimes.
Did you ever embody a song that's not supposed to be for you?
Yes. There's a couple songs like that.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, the song that I wrote. A song that I wrote and should have given to someone else. 100. I've done that with a song lately called It Now. I wrote this song with
that's the one you were singing
with like Supercat. No, this is way back. The one I'm talking about is way back, but lately I've done it again.
Supercat.
I wrote a song that I had in mind for like Supercat and like, I don't know, like, who would I have on the verse? Like Gigs or something on the verse and Supercat. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So I wrote this song and I was like,
You had the yardie.
Supercat.
I did the whole thing and I released it.
You look a bit like Supercat as well, innit?
I'm going to start researching the tune now. You're not going to start looking at the tune.
You said he's going for the
The tune's
Supercat.
called It Now, bruv. I went for the Supercat and that. And then I did another one.
And then you did the Gigs verse as well.
You done the video in it as well,
I did the Gigs type verse. No, I didn't do the video or nothing. I just put it out there. Do you get what I'm saying? But the song I'm talking about way back in the day, I did a song called Party Like a Rock Star, and this was like me just being like bubblegum pop, bruv, like straight. I was like, this is gonna chart.
When did you know that this is not the one, or what made you think like
Right, let me start from the beginning at first. Every artist gets in their head sometimes when they're like, I need to be doing this, I should be doing that. That song did really well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that song is amazing. Like really, you get in your head sometimes. That's the hardest thing as an artist, staying true to your artist, your artistry, what you do. And that takes time to find.
Yeah, you true.
So while finding myself, I dabbled in some bullshit.
Well, at least you knew.
Hell yeah. No, now I know.
Was it because someone else or the boys who told you? Or did you just
we
feel
never released the song because any song that ever got released from me is me saying, yeah, I love this piece. Okay, if I release it, I'm like, I love this piece. If it got like done on a freestyle or thrown out as some promo, I was trying that piece out. I was testing that piece, see how you felt about it. So this particular song just got thrown out on a little promo thing. I went to a show like not like this, but like a do you know what I mean? When they bring you on, they give you a little interview, you do a little performance, and I just did it one time there, and no one liked it.
Responded like
no one liked it. No one responded well. No, they did. They was always like, Kasha is able. Some people saw it. Kasha's able to do this and that. Respect it.
And other people was like, what's he
doing?
that for?
Because on the same show, I did like a very real song called Wild Heart. If you know my catalogue, you know I wrote a song called Wild Heart, which is probably for me one of my better pieces of work. One of the pieces of work that I'm most proud of. So here's me giving them this real bubblegum pop piece, and then I gave them this real deep piece afterwards. So on the show, I was saying, look, I'm like at these ends of the spectrum. You can catch me in the middle as well. But this is like the
you find that
ends of my spectrum.
You find that can confuse people.
Hell yeah.
And then when you got it like that, you got to put out more bodies of work for people to actually understand who you are. To get
it. This is why now I've chosen to take the approach of having Kasha B, which is my drum and bass entity. So if anyone doesn't know that, in the drum and bass field,
Kasha B.
Yeah, that's what I'm called in the drum and bass field. I'm called Kasha B. So I've decided that entity can take on anything he wants musically if it's electronic and in that space. So it gives me a lot of scope.
So you just separated.
Gives me a lot of scope. And Kasha Rae now will remain.
Do they have different names on different platforms like Instagram?
Yeah, they
Kasha
do.
B.
Yeah,
Literally, you're playing two people.
I'm doing two brands for the genres.
That shit fucked up. You saw what Saskia did with the drill minister. That shit. You see what Saskia did? You ever heard of a guy called Drill Minister?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
You never heard of Drill Minister?
No.
It was fucking about. It was on the news and all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Imagine this. I'm sitting down watching this guy on the news with the mask on,
saying
some crazy stuff with the mask on, and I'm saying, who the fuck is this guy?
Turns out,
right? And then Sas got in my car one day,
turns out,
and it was like, bro, like.
That's weird.
People like the FBI looking for me. Everyone's looking like, who the fuck? Okay. Like, bro, like I'm Drill Minister. Like, bro, I was watching you yesterday. What? That's you. Was like, yeah, that's me. Crazy. Don't tell no one.
Crazy.
And you told the whole world.
No, I didn't tell no one.
You are now.
No, everybody knows now. But
he
was undercover as the Drill Minister for about a year. No one knew it was him. Crazy. And then obviously people started grasping him up. And
that's crazy.
He revealed himself. But
I want to ask you about the fire in the booth, man.
Okay.
I was watching that the other day, man.
Okay, nice.
How was that? How did you come across that?
Again, like those are the things that we did when we was trying to make it, you know, trying to do our thing. Those are the little rites of passage that you had to cross in order to consider yourself someone that's like in the race.
Your one was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, hard, man.
Your one was amazing, by the way. Hella lyrical.
Came straight from work that
Hella
day.
lyrical. Straight from work.
Straight from work that day. That's why I'm in that funky cardigan. But
bro, I wasn't even looking at the cardigan. I just know that you were spitting.
The lyrics was hard.
Yeah, you were spitting fire, man.
If I'm completely honest with you, I feel like at every stage of my career, like I got I got passed over, man. I felt like it never connected. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Something never happened.
So I never connected fully with
the people,
with the audiences. Yeah, that I was pushing the music to. I feel like I was always a rapper's rapper. I was always an MC's MC. And what I mean by that is that if you appreciate the art form, appreciate the craft of what we do lyrically, then you really like me as an artist. You're like, yo, I can really study this guy. I can take some game point. I can hear his music and the creative, art that he's trying to put forward. If you're a consumer of music, I felt like you missed that with me a lot. But the world has changed a lot. And, you know, people like Kendrick and Cole and lots of other great artists have, you know, created platforms now that people are listening a little bit more. And I think it's a good time,
You compare that to over here because it's a bit different over here. I always see over here, I always looked at it like this, You got like the gassed up kind of fans, that like hip hop, but the gassed up kind of drill kind of stuff, whatever it is. And then you got the actual real hip hop head fans. And if you get into it, they're two complete different audiences.
Very different audiences.
Two different people. But the difference is that these people, they love hip hop more than they can recite all the words. They love hip. They love. Forget what you're wearing. They love rap. They love hip hop.
It's them lot. It's them. That's my tribe. That's who I'm trying to talk to.
Have you ever thought to yourself, are these people mean or something? Why they not buying? Why if there's why can't they elevate? Why can't they elevate the artists that do that type of music?
I think how things used to be. That definitely was true. But I think now, just the way things are digitally, it's hard to not pay for stuff. It's hard to not pay for something somewhere. It's hard to not pay for the experience of listening to it somewhere along the line. So it's now about just having platforms like this, my bro.
That's what I was going to say.
That can help you actually reach the audiences instead of, you know what I mean? I was hiding in corners all the time, you know.
That's real. No, because I was going to say, like, from the other side, like, for a man that likes music and likes listening to tunes and got my favourite rapper, like, I love Gets. Gets is my guy over here. I'm listening to Gets all the time.
One of the greatest lyricists of all time.
Listen, that's my don right here. But it's like, you know what I mean?
100%.
Especially when you talk about your UK, you know what I mean? On that level, Gets, I will pick him first before a lot of people. You get me? Right? And what I find is, like, a lot of, like I was going to say first, the people that I like at first, I don't need to pay to them to hear their stuff, or you know what I mean? Like to hear it. But then when I started to realise it was about streams, that's when you do get your Spotify and certain things to make sure you are, you know what, I like that, I'm going to buy the album, I have that on there. Do you know what I mean? But what I mean is it's easy to, like you're saying, a real hip hop fan might not have to do that. If they ain't buying Spotify, do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of sales that are potential fans that are getting away to listen to you, but you would never know. And it doesn't show in the figures now because of that. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's a lot to do with positioning and where you position yourself. Like Gets is an amazing MC, but it was always part of a grime MC, which was popping, part of a popular culture. You know what I mean? Among Chipmunk, among Wiley, so he's automatically got those eyes. As in Kasha, when you rapping, from my observation, alright, the scene is like the real hip hop underground scene. Do you understand? And where is the real hip hop underground scene? This is the real, like, it's underground.
You know what, let me chime in there. I think then. All right. So again, when I was coming up, I was I think anyone that saw me them times there would agree that I was in that space where labels are around us. You know what I mean? So you know, this is where I could talk about knocking around people like Ed and KE and this and that and everything, because we was in that pocket where we was kind of look that labels was looking at. Now,
but you gotta look at that. Look at the names you just said. The labels is around you, but you was around Ed and KEB. Like, these are not great. They're not really your peers as MCs.
That's right. So let me get to my point. Hold on. So let me get to my point. So I was one of the few rappers at that time that they was looking at, and they was looking at me probably because I had different attributes. I had some attributes you know, like I could make songs with Ed Sheeran and I could do this, like you said, the indie stuff, and I had certain attributes that are like, it's interesting. Do you know what I mean? However, my understanding of the world is what scared them the most, or what intrigued them the most. In fact, they wanted to know more about what I knew about the world rather than what I knew about the music industry. And the more I told them I understood certain things, is the further away they distanced
themselves. What the fuck did you tell these people?
From my
What did you tell them? What did you tell them that you knew?
You know, and you know, They asked me, like,
What did you
how deep do you want to get on the podcast?
Yeah, go
Don't
for
get
it.
us,
Like,
you're gonna get us burned. What the fuck
I'm
did you tell them?
I mean, I ain't gonna go in. Right, so I'm definitely not saying names.
You was
Yeah,
on your
definitely
way and
saying
you
no
went and
names.
told them some shit.
But
You was on your way.
I went into certain
Something
offices.
blackballed you, man.
I went into certain offices, and like there's
You had a
eyes
Kanye
on
moment.
the wall, and there's triangles everywhere, and guys have got, you know, their phones have got like screensavers with pyramids and stuff, right? So take that however
See?
you want to take that, all right?
Yeah.
Listen, man's got hats on that say, back then this wasn't even a brand. The hat just said Obey. As far as I'm concerned,
I know that hat
I know
just
the
said
one as well.
Obey.
Yeah.
Back then it wasn't a brand yet. I just
Yeah.
walked into an office and man's got a hat on that just says
Obey.
Obey.
Yeah.
There's triangles everywhere and eyes and symbols and stuff.
Really?
Okay. Now the more you talk to me, is the more you're saying to me, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be you're amazing. But some of the things in your music, let's talk about some of the messages in your music.
They hit you up like that.
Is that how they were moving to, man?
Let's talk about some of these things that you're talking about. What do you mean by this? And what's your understanding of that? And the more I converse with these particular people, is the more they're like, okay, all right, cool. So they give man a couple of assignments to do, a couple of tracks to make, and they set like keywords in this track. Now when I think about it, it was
That's
easy
what they
to
did.
get me, bro. It's
Yeah.
easy
Don't
to get
lie.
me.
They said
give me
what
a
they
couple
said,
tracks.
say-
Just give me certain beats, certain tracks, and they saying certain things in these songs. So man's gonna come with, basically they gave me a song with a recorded chorus on it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the chorus on the song was very much, I cannot
Say it.
say the
Yeah,
chorus,
yeah,
otherwise
yeah.
that just lets
It's
it
bait,
off.
it's bait,
But
yeah.
they in the song, it was very much like there was key phrases made in the chorus that would make me straight away start talking political or
Yeah.
talking about the state of our community.
Yeah.
Instantly, I can't not talk about the state of my community
Yeah.
if the chorus is that.
It's that. Yeah.
Right? So, so I remember being in this particular office with
Yeah.
the stuff on the wall and spitting bars about the community, innit? What I would do, how I would change things.
Yeah.
What I would do if I was
They
in
didn't like
position.
that, did they?
What I would go about, how I would go about,
Yeah.
you know, distributing funds and not. I'm sure that my ideas were quite radical to some, you get me? But I remember having people behind me in the office and you can just feel the energy like, rise, this is what this man is saying. Is this the kind of lyrics that this you...
Do you think your intelligence
talking.
scared them a bit? Not scared them, but said to
I didn't
themselves,
hear from them.
we don't
Those
wanna-
particular offices, I didn't hear from them
Again,
like for real quickly after that.
yeah. They thought about you. Use a bit of a
Real
different
quickly
threat.
after that. Now you got to remember, at the time, let
Sorry.
me not paint a wrong picture.
Yeah.
I was a wayward young man in pain, bro. Yeah, my attitude to life. I was hard headed, like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you? Like I was exuding all the characteristics of a person that if you give them the world, they'll destroy themselves with it. But here's the thing: are you gonna take the risk on giving them the world, bro?
That's it. That's it. So do you think, or I believe, without even answering, I believe, what was that part of the reason why you said, you know what, I need to stand back right now and just focus on my life, certain things.
I believe-
but it's not popping exactly like how I want it to pop. Like, do you know what I mean?
After I left those certain meetings, I had a few meetings that went kind of similarly. They were just like, we like you, you could be big, but.
Yeah.
I went for a few meetings that went like that. And the result of those meetings were very much like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna move ahead. Do you get what I'm saying?
So what they want? They want you to be more pop. They don't want you to be so political.
Yeah. Just stop talking certain messages.
things.
Like again, like, if I say too much, I will get into conversations, and like,
Yeah.
certain people will sit there and just be like, "That's you talk about that in it." So it's like, yeah, like it was just like if you keep talking about these particular types of messages, then we don't
can't fuck
really
with you.
want to move ahead.
Yeah.
If you're happy to go with these kinds of messages,
So what did they want you to say then?
the kinds of messages are the usual stuffs: money, clothes,
Sex,
clubs.
girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drugs, clubs. Like it's on a, you know.
But it's more of a message
It's
they
a
want.
formula. It's more of a like, this is the kind of topics.
Yeah.
we would like covered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're happy with that, then we're happy with that.
Yeah.
Kind of conversation.
So what made you not? Why didn't? If that's
tricky, man.
You know what I mean? If they're saying they're trying to blow up. We want you to talk about this. You're gone. Why didn't?
Because
you know what I mean? The money's on the table.
although I was a poor young man in pain, I wanted nothing more but to change the world for the better, my bro.
You said this for real.
I believed I was a young John Lennon. I believed I was a young Bob Marley.
Don't you
believed
believe that no more? You
I didn't
do.
say I don't believe
That's
that
what I'm
anymore.
saying.
Well, I was saying at the time I believed that I could go into the devil's pit, dance with the devil and win.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous type of individual in that circumstance. That I think I can go look at the record has shown. You can't go into that space and have too much to say.
Yeah.
You can't be too smart, man.
Do you ever feel at once at any stage you've been blackballed?
I've been blackballed bare times, bro.
Like literally,
I've got
like
1,300 followers on Instagram, bro. If you just take a second just to even peep my career for a minute, you'd be like, yo, this guy, I have been suppressed endlessly.
Seems like
Endlessly. I got banned on Instagram the other day for 6 months for doing something that they didn't like.
Really?
They was just like,
6 months?
Your post can't get nowhere, bro. You get me? And to be fair, I don't even really promote my music that much online no more. Like, I've just been quiet for years.
Yeah.
But they just been like, yo, you better stay quiet, bro.
They're watching you and
be
they
quiet for
far,
years,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
For years, bro. But it's alright, because I'm not even on a political thing no more.
Yo,
like,
this might be our last interview still, bro. This might be our last
it might come and they
interview,
get
bro.
Nah, man, this is the platform for the man them to come through and
Yeah, of course.
You know what I
but I
mean?
mean blackballed enough, but I don't think that exists anymore. I think I've come way past that. I think the world has come way past that. I think we can reach people in a way, just like this, just like you know, TikTok and all this other stuff. We can, like, TikTok's the only place where freedom of speech is allowed left.
Yeah, it's true.
You get me?
Yeah.
So all right, cool. We can be there, and any other space. If you give me a show, I will connect with the people in front of me. You get me? Drum and bass is a lovely, safe space for me as well. Do you get what I'm saying?
How do you feel watching the new generation? Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you fit in?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't fit in with these lot. How do I fit in with these lot?
Keep that real.
How can I fit in with these lot?
Yeah.
Your music is what I was trying to avoid.
Yeah.
You are the product of what I was trying to avoid for our world.
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's why they they're getting peas for it now.
Bruh.
Because they're
You're
doing
a
what
product
man
of
wouldn't
what I
do.
was
You don't
trying
see
to
any.
change,
You don't see
bro.
anyone.
Yeah,
out, you don't see anyone out there.
Bro,
Dave.
imagine if, bro, don't.
Some of these
please,
brothers are saying some
bro,
stuff,
I-
you know.
Dave
I
is-
like Dave.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Dave's saying
is
some
a
stuff.
great young man. I think he's got a lot to say, and I think he is
I
very
think he's
good
a
at
great-
what he does. He's
balance.
a great artist. He's a great artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, but let's just imagine for a minute that I had my goal 10 years ago. Imagine there was millions of kids that grew up listening to the kind of sense I spoke today in 20 minutes. Bruh. You get what I'm saying?
be a different
we wouldn't be
generation.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
what's Dave doing. We'd be talking about how many other youths are able to exude this level of intelligence and understanding of the world. How many more
I
Daves
think you
can
could
we
do it
create?
now, though.
But I think
I
now's
actually
the
think you
perfect
could
time.
do it
That's why I
now.
think he's right. I think
you could-
I think you could do it right now. I think he was ahead of your time.
You got to.
We ain't done.
Yeah,
started.
you could do that.
It's
I was
just
speaking to
really
someone the
changed.
other day and just
Yeah,
saying I
done
have
it.
to fulfill
Yeah.
this part
But
of
you
me.
know
what
what?
they say?
You know what? You know what it's gonna take though. It's gonna take for you to, like, you see the underground sound. You know what you come from, like
Yeah.
the actual,
Start again.
the pain.
Start again.
You can't water
I'm not gonna
down.
lie,
It
I'm not
can't
gonna
water
lie.
down even a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
got
gonna
a sound.
lie. It does. I have a record. It's ready.
Let's go, man. Let's do it, man.
I can't even say a lot, but it's nearly done. I'm in the skit finishing stages, and when you lot get this bit, I think it's just gonna solidify the future moving forward for me on how. Okay, check this. Just driving here today, it's like I finally got it. I know who Kasha Rae is.
Yeah.
Like I got dressed today, and I felt like Malcolm, bro.
Yeah.
Getting dressed, you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you? And I knew I had to show up looking right and
cool.
exact.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So my people can hear my words and know
Yeah,
this is a brother with education
Yeah, yeah.
and something
Yeah.
to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Kasha Rae represents, and he now always will represent that.
yeah.
If you want to see some fun and whatever else, come and see Kasha B, because I got that. We can bars and we can throw, you know what I mean, the fun and the party around. You know, it's not that's not a part of me as a human. You want to see that, we can do that. Kasha B, I got you. But if you want this, what you're getting today. I got you. It's
How you finding online? You see online and stuff because in today's environment, online like social media is like you know what I mean? It's so important. You have to know how to manipulate that algorithm.
Yeah.
Like I know we said basically like where do you see yourself fitting in with today's generation and people and stuff?
Yeah, no, man, definitely don't fit in with none of that. You know what I mean? Can't, bro. Can't. Like, I think this generation, because we said, this, I feel like this generation is a product of what I was trying to avoid for just music and just the world, bro. The young people in this life, do you know what I mean? It's tough out there for them.
I was gonna say, don't you think, because I know you're a man of knowledge and got a brain there. Don't you think like it's like nothing before its time as well? Like maybe that is why you had your break, but I feel like if you come with even half of what you was ready to come with before, there's a whole lot of ears out there that are ready to suck that up, and you know what I mean? Just put that album in their bedroom and listen to, you know what I mean? Because you got stuff, you talk very vivid, like man can see what you're saying and you're putting this stuff together, so it's like, do you know what I mean? There's not a lot of rappers out there like that, do you know what I mean?
I appreciate it. Should we run another tune?
Run another tune, man.
Wait, I got questions because I want us to play.
How much time have you got left?
We got time. Want to play us out with a song?
Yeah.
What I want to know is like, what's your take on the link on music and reality out there for the kids? Like, there's a lot of like, there's been a death. What's the guy's name? Takeoff just got killed.
Rest in peace.
Do you think? What's the connection? Is there a connection with this modern day music and reality? What is it? You know what I mean? Is music spilling into reality and it's just getting a bit? You know what I mean?
Of course, there's always been an element of.
Or is it the other way around? Maybe music is.
It's a cycle, isn't it? It's a perpetual cycle. So, I mean, just science will tell you that human beings are a product of their environment. The things that they take in, the things that they are exposed to will have a lasting effect on your cognitive responses. That's just science. If you sit down listening to music about murder all day, chances are you're going to be really desensitized to murder.
This goes back to what we spoke about.
The chances are that when you see an actual murder...
Did you see you obviously know who the Migos is.
Migos.
You know,
Takeoff.
What happened to Takeoff?
Right, it was a dice game or something like that.
Dice game.
Yeah. I haven't got an opinion on that per se. Like Takeoff, I haven't ever listened to a Migos record, so that might be an unpopular opinion amongst you lot, but I've never on my playlist in my car there's no Migos, so he doesn't bear a relevance to me in terms of like
there's no Migos.
Him sounds as
Migos.
an artist. There isn't a Migos song on. I'd give you
no
my
Migos.
phone,
So let me ask you a question.
So
when you go out,
through my iTunes and find a Migos.
I'm like you. Listen.
There isn't any.
Listen, I'm like you. I don't. Listen. I like to listen to music that's saying some shit, but when I go out, I don't want to be that woke when I'm enjoying myself.
I didn't say I want to be woke when I'm enjoying myself.
When you listen,
what I'm saying is, when you
go out, you listen to a bit of Migos.
I don't have a choice what the DJ plays when I go to a club.
Yeah.
When what he plays is up to him. I can vibe to music. I enjoy music. Now, there's a difference between hearing something
and listening to something.
Something. I hear all types of music all the time. It's cool.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
But I don't listen to Migos.
Who did you listen to then?
Who do I listen to right now?
Yeah, right.
The person I'm really studying at the moment is it's actually, I've only just come across her lately, and it's Sa Rock. If y'all are come across her, sick female artist. Yeah, Sa Rock, sick female artist.
Over here, from this country?
Nah, she's American.
Okay.
But she chops. I will say, Sa Rock, you do chop a lot like Kenny, but you know that. But she's like a real female Kendrick, and I can feel what she's doing. I can really feel what she's doing. Yeah, she's spitting. But if I want to take study, my latest piece of study is Black Thought, and the latest record that he just dropped. Let me get the name.
Has he got a new one out?
Yeah, the latest record he just
Black
dropped
Thought is hard,
was
though. Yeah,
Cheat
hard,
Codes.
hard.
Cheat Codes, so that's Danger Mouse and
Well,
Black Thought.
Funk Master Flex just, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
said to him, yo, bro, drop something. Is that
That's
off
the
the
latest.
back?
That's
Is that
the
off the
latest.
back of the
It
Funk
might
Master
be.
Flex?
It might be.
Yeah.
It
You know he's
might
challenging.
be.
You know he's
he
gonna
does that all the
challenge.
time. He's a bit cheeky with some of them. He calls them out.
No, he's only just started doing the
Didn't he call out?
Remember, it was off of the back of them man there.
Didn't he call out Push the other day though?
Yeah, no, but he started
Push-
doing it because them man
Push
they.
T.
Yeah, Push's latest
No,
thing
but
was
it's called that.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
called that
maybe it was a
everyone.
little while ago.
Fabulous. It's called that a couple people recently though.
Okay.
Cash, all right, what UK artists are you feeling? Must be
My
one.
brothers, man. My brothers, Mike, Logic, Amy True,
Yeah.
Miss Yankee.
Yeah.
That's my people. They like those are the people that I spar with. Like I'm in the studio and they make my pen have to come sharper. They make my tongue have to be as best,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, as sharp as
What
it
about
can be.
I didn't hear you mention none of the new generation. You know what I mean? Like you could just Fredo. Don't fuck with Fredo.
Yeah, do you know what? He's grown on me.
Fredo,
He's grown
Pot
on
of
me.
Paper's got something to
He's
say.
grown on me, man.
Pot of Paper's
He's
got
grown-
something to say.
Paper's
Yeah,
got-
fuck
I
with-
haven't.
You know what? Rimsey.
Rimsey's hard, fam.
You don't fuck with Rimsey.
I like Rimsey.
I fuck with Rimsey.
Do you know what? Right,
I like everyone.
fuck with Rimsey.
Hold on.
Fuck with Rimsey.
Yeah, I'm probably coming off like I'm a
dinosaur.
I'm a bit of an idiot.
You don't want to be a
no,
dinosaur.
It's not that, bro.
You don't want to be a dinosaur.
Let me
Rimsey's hard.
allow me to explain real quick. What you listen to shall become you.
That's the truth.
What you look to in terms of art, in terms of learning how to create the art that you would like to create, what you look
Yeah.
to will become part of your art. I cannot listen to music. I can only analyze it. If music is digested by myself on too much of a high level, it will become part of my music. I cannot listen to you if you are on or around my own level or below the level in which I can lyrically perform. If I do, then unfortunately I come out the other side dumber. Now, if I allow you to invade my mind space too much, then that's my fault. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Okay? If you are on, below, or around my level, you are not in my playlist. It's that simple. I heard you, but I do not listen to you. It's that
fuck with
simple.
you.
That's
I'll
hard.
fuck
innit?
That simple.
That's hard.
I like-
That's
I
how
heard
gotta
you,
be.
but I
That's
don't
how-
listen to you.
Yeah, I
That's
like
how
that.
you
I
gotta
have
be, though.
to.
Yeah.
If I'm going
It's no
to
disrespect.
listen
Nah, I
to
understand.
something,
I like that, but listen to.
be
I like that,
able
but
to learn from it. I have to. I
Whoa,
have to be able to learn.
Malcolm
I
X.
have to be able to learn.
Malcolm X.
I have to.
Whoa. Calm
I'm
down.
sorry.
Nah, I'm hearing you. I'm
sorry.
hearing you.
Calm
I'm
down.
hearing you.
I have to
Malcolm
be
X.
able to learn. I'm sorry, I can't go to school with the full
But don't you
teachers.
just listen to?
No, that's hard, though.
You listen to certain man, but you don't take them
No,
in
but
like
listen,
that.
listen. I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I'm trying to say. As
Yeah.
a musician, now, I might be lyrically more superior than another artist over there.
Yeah.
I'm more lyrically
Yeah,
superior.
I will check it
But
out.
listen. There might be an artist that's not as good as me lyrically, but he says stuff that I wouldn't say.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you're taking game point from it.
Because of that, I can still listen to it.
Yeah, but you're taking game point from it. Yeah,
Fuck
you're
the battle
learning
with this
from
guy.
it.
It's
Yeah,
different.
but
you know
you're
what I mean?
still learning from it. My point is, I find it difficult to learn from a lot of these artists because they're not talking what I would talk. You're not representing what I would represent. How can I listen to you and take game point?
Hey, but
You're not
Ramsey-
in my space.
Ramsey's talking about entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Ramsey's
I don't
talking
know.
about entrepreneur.
I don't know.
Rimsey's
I
hard.
don't know. I'll
You need
check
to
it
know.
out.
You need to check out
I'll
Ramsey
check
talking
it
about
out.
entrepreneur.
Every now and again.
Let me show you something. Yeah. Last week we did an episode talking about growth. Yeah,
Yeah.
and one thing about
Yeah.
growth with me, one most important thing is
You gotta
being-
take on new ideas.
And the thing is, take on ideas from
I
people
agree.
younger than you.
I agree.
And I believe
Every now and again-
let me show you something. I
on.
watched all this week and all last week. I've
Yeah.
sat and I've watched this Rimsey guy.
Yeah.
Hustling his new album.
New thing.
Going
And you
from
gotta
place
respect the grind.
To place
Yeah.
to place.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
see all the MCs
Yeah. Not
moaning
even
about
on that.
how they not moaning about no one's feeling me. And I'm seeing what they're doing and I'm seeing what this younger
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
And
Putting
he's
himself
You gotta
out.
respect
He's
it.
grinding.
Yeah.
He's grinding. He's
Okay,
everywhere.
nah,
He's
I
putting
can
the work.
respect a man's hustle.
And then when he does that, and he sits down in an interview and he's telling them he's spitting game and he's saying stuff that they need to hear. Yeah. And on top of that, he's rapping about being an entrepreneur. He's rapping and he's saying stuff about he doesn't really care about drip
But that's
no
the
more.
journalist in you now.
I fuck with this guy.
But that's the journalist in you now.
Yeah, true.
Is there a journalist in you?
There isn't. There isn't.
Why is there not a journalist in you?
There's only
There's gotta be
ever
that.
the artist that when it comes to like, okay, every now and again I have a moment where I'm like, you should check out some new music.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, don't be a dinosaur.
Don't be a dinosaur. I don't want you to be a dinosaur.
Just listen to some of it. Just listen to some of it.
Underground. The man them are underground.
So
brother Minnie, I am above the surface. I've opened the drains.
Right, I will pick up a new record.
You're trying to say like
every now and again I'll pick up a new record, yeah.
The drains are up. I'm letting them out. Don't let you can't come out.
I got as far as Blast. I got as far as Blast.
When you come out the
I got
drains.
as far as Blast, bruv. And then look what else I did. It was just all of that popcorn and the vibes and that. I'm trying to find new things, but these are the new things I'm finding. It's more them man that I'm gravitating towards because I can listen to that. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I can just listen. I don't have to analyze that because it's not rhyming. It's not rhyming like that. You're not in my field, so I can just air you now. So more time I listen to reggae, dancehall,
you know what I think?
R&B,
You know what I was about to say?
anything that's not rap. If I want to enjoy music,
Listen to everything else but rap. That's what rappers do.
You know what I think? I think there's a new sound, there's a new wave. You've come from that traditional open mic rap.
Yeah.
You've come from the same rap as me. Open mic, where you hold the mic, you fuck it up, then I come up next, and I fuck it up. We come from open mic, traditional rap. These new generation, they've not come up from ciphers like that rapping. They've come up from, okay, you can have a half nice watch on. They've come up clothes and stuff like that, and I've just come out of jail. It's all about their name. They can have a name before the music, and all of a sudden start moving because the name is the name and who they are plays a big percentage of what they're doing. As in us in our generation, we come up from a generation where we could listen to an artist, not even know what he looked like or give a fuck what clothes or what she's wearing.
That's what he's
and
saying.
we love him. When I was young, my favorite artist was Cannabis. I couldn't tell you what clothes Cannabis was wearing.
It didn't matter.
I couldn't tell you what clothes that guy was wearing.
DMX didn't have no top on.
DMX didn't have no top on.
It was just some jeans.
That was my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? It was just some jeans.
You know what I'm trying to say? And it was loads of different styles. Nowadays, everyone's got a similar style. You know, so
I don't like that as well. That's one thing that does get on my nerves with the new generation, that it all does sound the same. It's hard to pick someone out and say like that's my man's style, like he cuts through with that style. It's difficult for me to hear the originality at the moment, and I don't know if that's just me because I'm too outside of it.
Do you know what it is?
Do you know what I mean?
I look at it like this. I look at it like this. There are different styles, but what it is the main guy has the style, but then there'll be like 50 other people that copy it. So then you're mistaking the main guy to be copied.
But that's what I mean. Like
when I was coming out,
it was like you had to have
9 sounds like
your style.
Yeah, but 9 sounds like 9s. Fredo sounds like Fredo.
Yeah,
Blade Brown sounds like Blade Brown sounds like Blade Brown. You know what I mean? Reg 32 sounds like different generation. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of this. There are people that have styles. Million has his style, but then there's other 50 or 60 people that try to imitate his style. So then it just washes down his thing a little bit, waters it down a little bit, because there's a lot of copying going on.
I get it.
You know, in our generation, you can copy.
Migos was responsible for a lot of that, right? I do know that. Migos like kind of like they paved the way for a lot of what's happening now musically.
Yeah.
Right?
What guidance would you give like a new rapper coming trying to start from scratch?
I'm probably the worst for guidance because
No, because you have to understand is you've come from a certain place where you know what I mean, like you understand the hand-to-hand combat. You've seen it turn into streams. You've made mistakes along the way. What advice? What advice could you know, I'm trying to say?
The one thing I don't do is be consistent. Be consistent. One thing that's probably probably blighted my career is the lack of consistency. I've always kind of come in and then come out again. Like drum and bass, I was there for a bit and then no one saw me for like 15 years. Like hip hop, I was there for a bit and then no one saw me for like 10 years.
Why are you not consistent?
Because I'm a human being, innit? And I've suffered a lot in life. And it's like life, music has always been wonderful to do. And I've always wanted to follow it with all my heart. but life hasn't always permitted me to do so.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've gone through a hell of a lot, and just getting back to this space now where I can be like, yo, I'm fully 100%, you know, doing music again. That just means I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm doing good. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep doing good now because it's stuff's changed a lot for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm nowhere near where I was. So just
What do you mean you know? What you mean? You say you're nowhere near? What do you mean by that?
Nowhere near where I was. Do you know what I mean? So I
What do you mean nowhere? What do you mean?
well, I grew up where the moss grows, innit? Like I grew up on that bit of the curb. You know already. Like
What do you mean? Like personally? Like
yeah,
growth-wise,
personally,
like, you're
yeah.
nowhere near.
In growth, I'm nowhere near.
You're not talking about
where I
industry wise.
was.
You're talking from the.
Yeah, from a human point
Yeah,
of view.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
nowhere near where I was as a person.
Yeah.
I've taken time to
It's a beautiful thing.
to
though.
heal myself.
That's
You
a
know,
beautiful
I've
thing,
taken
though.
time to
Yeah.
like to find self-love. You know, to
important, man. No, it's
to
important.
learn how to love other
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
to be a dad is the most
Yeah.
precious thing I've ever been
Beautiful,
allowed
isn't
to
it?
do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have raised me while raising them. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Now,
True.
now they've made me a big boy.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I can
yeah.
start like
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
You know what I
It's
mean? In
beautiful.
life, and like
Yeah.
kind of getting on with life a little bit more is just like a person that can go forth and do well and be successful and stuff. Life didn't always.
Have you ever
Permit that for me.
doing on the musical journey? Have you ever found yourself like watching views and stuff like?
I've been there.
Like
I've been there.
watching views,
Yeah, I've
thinking,
been
you
there.
know what
I've
I
been
mean?
there. I've been there.
I need a
watching
million views and-
Yeah, I've done all that. I've done all that. Watching numbers. If I believed that the numbers equated to how good I was at this, then yeah, I would have given up a long time ago.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
True, yeah.
But at the end of the day, Bob the Builder's got 1 million and something hits on YouTube.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
more than some artists have got
Yeah,
ever
true.
in their whole life. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
that means
yeah.
Bob the Builder is one of the greatest works of our time,
It's true.
That's
Fine.
facts. It's fact. Yeah.
fine. Do you know what I mean? So I now pride myself on being a true underground gem. Like if you find me, then you are one of the lucky
Yeah.
ones.
No, we're not gonna. Like I said to you the other day, I came from the underground. Now I am
said
somewhere.
overground now.
I'm overground. I'm trying to keep us overground. Now. What I did now, I
You tried to bring the man them out. Like,
took
you
the
said,
lids
come
off the
true.
track. I took,
You're
you know
a
what I
gem.
mean?
You're a gem. Come.
I'm trying to
Is that
bring
what you're
everybody
saying?
up. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
like,
Yeah,
I
man,
took
that's-
the covers off the
that's
drains.
good,
Like,
man,
yo,
that's
you
good.
have to come up now because
That's
it doesn't
good.
make no. Like when you went out and came back, we were talking about Kendrick Lamar, right? And I'm saying like he's like Kendrick Lamar's like underground, like he spits the underground. I'm like, he spits the underground, but it's who you rub shoulders with.
Yeah, that
I
allowed him
think
to gain the
it's
platform.
very,
that
very
he has.
important that we rub shoulders with. It's easy to rub shoulders with underground people. If you rub shoulders with underground people, your shit's gonna stay in the underground. So it's about making them smart moves. Like you see, you got a J. Cole. J. Cole will make songs with not just underground artists. He will be making songs,
absolutely.
and that's the reason why
J. Cole,
his kind of underground can grow because he can get played on the
I
radio
make you right,
station.
I make you
You
right.
can position them in certain places where a lot of these
Absolutely.
other underground MCs that do the battling and you know a lot of these battle MCs they can't go where J. Cole can go because it's hard for them to position themselves. Like Math Hoffa now is made that transition. See Math Hoffa now where he's got his podcast now. Now he's managed to come out of the
Transition a bit.
underground.
Yeah.
And now if he gave the music a shot, it hit slightly a bit different to how it hit before.
No, it's true.
And people know who he is now.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, so it's about that. And with your one now, I just think like you've positioned yourself underground is a beautiful thing, but then when you did position yourself overground, you didn't really present yourself as the underground MC, the relentless MC that you are. You presented yourself as a musician, and that's what I believe. That's
You
where
are.
that's where the problem started.
Maybe,
because the
maybe.
people that appreciate you as a rapper couldn't support you as a full
As a-
rapper
as a-
because
as
you was
the
being
artist that I was growing into
because you
being.
was being a musician.
I can say
So-
that. That's kind of what I said earlier, where something didn't quite connect.
That's
In my
what it is.
time, when I was really having my time,
yeah.
there was just something that just didn't quite connect. And it's cool. I get it. And in hindsight now, I would probably change a few things about what I did them times there. But that's hindsight.
That's how it is,
You
and
know what I'm
that's
saying?
how-
to you?
that's how you got where you
That's
are now
life.
as
That's
well.
learning. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But I feel like I always represented the right thing, the thing that I was most passionate about, which was I want to make music, good music that does something to people, that's important to people. You know what I mean? What form that came in, everyone didn't always like it. Like even the way I dressed back then, a lot of people was like, "Why you dressed like that, man?" Do you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't always a conventional rapper. I never was just like turned up and was just be like, I'm hip hop, I'm rapper. Like I always had like a suit and a tie on or like flat cap. And
I was just, that's what I think.
was always just not like everyone else. Do you know what I'm saying?
Kasha, one word, one thing to say to you. One question to ask you. Are you ready right now?
Ready, bro.
Are you ready?
Born ready.
We're about to finish the show right now.
Yeah, born ready.
We're about to finish, guys. We're about to finish the show. We're about to jump off. This is Planet Realness. We got Bam on the cam. We got Switch to my right. We got Dion to my left. We got the legendary Kasha Rae in the building. Hey, Bam, drop that shit. You know what? Time to play us out, man.
I'm lining jiggers up.
Yeah.
Yo, enough is never enough. I smoke trees all day. Just
talk to them.
I need to talk to them on this one. Yo,
Planet Realness.
yo, it's all about the principle. We can't wait with these high stakes. We'll break you. Box the money out the mouth for these fake youths. Run up where they sleep at and wake youths like good morning. I can smell it in the air, I can hear it calling. They gon' say it isn't fair when we start the balling. Sour jigger, fix your face. I'm real hands on, don't make me put you in your place. You get one warning, still iller than most. You should really take note of these real jigger quotes. The record stay hooted in the vocal is my ghost. I'ma live forever through this murder that I've wrote. Numb to wherever, every line is pure coke. Knife sharpened with the leather if I'm coming for your throat. We came to eat, watch me curry a goat. With all disrespect, about time a jigger rolls. Want the rose gold, rolling for the flow cause it's cold. We stand out like brothers in the snow. Gorillas in the mist cause they're hella weed smoke. Young jiggers getting rich, ain't going back to broke. It's all about the principle. And we can't wait with these high stakes, we'll break you. Box the money out the mouth for these fake youths. Run up where they sleep at and wake youths like good morning. We are living without fear and without caution. Stay prepared for anything, even the sky falling. They petty ways is a disgrace. They wanna see me fall, but I'm right here in their face like who you eyeballing. Stay doing the most. I just roll a steady road and stay focused on my dough. The sinner getting stoned, lay the table for my foes. About to kill off all these rappers and my trophies is they skulls. I am just a problem, picking another bone. Want the pennies for the thoughts and the millies for the flows. The once Prince Pauper competes for the throne. The walking bomb threat, about time a jigger blow. Walk the high tight rope, certain death is right below. If I die now, no it's all part of the show. Cause all a brother knows is how to juggle these flows. And I came for the circus, but these clowns got to go. It's all about the principle.
Yeah.
And we can't wait. With these high stakes, we'll break you. Box the money out the mouth for these fake youths. So run up where they sleep at and wake youths like good morning.
Planet Realness in the building, you guys.
Yeah.
Very hard, very
Planet Realness in the building. Come on.
Shouts out to all of you guys for tuning in, man. Thank you very much for coming
Pleasure.
down, my bro, man.
Pleasure.
Man, like,
Pleasure,
again, man.
A pleasure to
Hey,
have
keep
you,
them
man.
bars up,
A
bro.
pleasure to have you,
Keep
man.
them bars up, man. We're
coming.
gonna do a review in a few weeks or
You
something.
know,
Like, we have to catch up.
the present and the future. You know
Yeah,
what I'm trying
man.
to say? You know what time it is, man.
Yo, listen,
you
come
guys-
back and talk to us as well,
Yeah.
man.
Come
Sure.
back.
Come back
Please have me
anytime,
again.
man.
Make sure you
Of
guys,
course.
make sure you guys follow my bro Kasha Rae on
follow,
all the
man.
Hey, listen, tell them,
Yes,
tell them your ads.
at Kasha Rae Music, KASHARAE. So Kasha with a K, Ray with an E. And if you like drum and bass, then it's at Cash Busies. But yeah, get at me on both, man. And Kasha Rae Music's across all of those platforms. So like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram,
Stream
all
the
of
fuck
them,
out of
all
his
of them.
music.
Like, it's the same on all of them.
Streaming
Come
the
on.
fuck out
Follow
of
that.
his music
Follow
and all that,
him.
man. But we're out of here now. It's your boy Millie.
We're out of the cap.
Switch to my
Done,
right,
done.
Dion to my left, Kasha in the building, Ben behind the cam, Planet Realness.
right here,
You
we're
guys
capping
know
us
what the
out.
fuck it is, man.
Listen, love.
Have a blessed one, man. Peace.
Yo.
Yeah, hey, that was nice.
God.
Cuz, yeah.